Mrs. Pandit was heartbroken. Her husband had just passed away, leaving her alone to face the world. To make matters worse, the law at the time discriminated against widows. She felt lost and alone, her heart heavy with grief and resentment. The unfairness of it all threatened to consume her. Life seemed bleak, and she struggled to see a way forward. One day, she decided to seek guidance from Mahatma Gandhi. She had heard tales of his wisdom and compassion. Many people considered him a beacon of hope in troubled times. With a glimmer of hope, Mrs. Pandit embarked on a journey to meet Gandhi. She yearned for solace and direction. Deep down, she hoped Gandhi could help her navigate her grief and find some peace. Gandhi listened patiently as Mrs. Pandit poured out her sorrow and anger. He understood her pain. He had seen how societal norms often placed undue burdens on widows. When she finished, he spoke with quiet authority. He told her that while the laws were unjust, her bitterness would only harm her. Gandhi emphasized the importance of inner peace. He explained that true strength lay not in fighting hate with hate, but in rising above it. He urged Mrs. Pandit to cultivate decency and humility. Gandhi believed that these virtues were not signs of weakness, but rather the foundation of a strong and compassionate heart. Mrs. Pandit took Gandhi's words to heart. She began to see that her anger, while justified, was only hurting herself. Slowly she started to let go of her resentment. It was not easy, of course. There were days when the pain felt unbearable, but she persevered, drawing strength from Gandhi's wisdom. As she focused on cultivating inner peace, she noticed a change within herself. The bitterness began to fade, replaced by a quiet sense of resolve. She realized that she could honor her husband's memory by living a life filled with purpose and compassion. Years later, Mrs. Pandit found herself in a heated debate at the United Nations. The issue at hand brought back painful memories of the injustices she had endured as a widow. However, instead of succumbing to anger, she remembered Gandhi's teachings. She spoke with composure and conviction, advocating for justice and equality. Her words, though firm, were free from bitterness. They resonated with many, demonstrating the power of speaking truth with grace and humility. Gandhi's lessons had stayed with her, guiding her to face life's challenges with a peaceful heart.